Liam Carter was 38 years old, medium height, always wearing blue overalls, with hands that were always covered in oil. People around him knew him as a good mechanic, a quiet person, and someone who loved children very much. His thick fingers could skillfully repair even the most delicate engine parts, and he could bring silent vehicles back to life. But nobody knew about his past, especially his connections with the army, the years he spent in Afghanistan, or the tragedies he experienced there. Until that night, Liam's story went back 20 years. When he finished high school at 18, he didn't have a clear plan for his future. His family couldn't send him to university because of their financial situation. His father was an ordinary factory worker and his mother was a housewife. Liam decided to join the army, thinking about his little sister Sarah's education expenses too. His career, which started as a regular soldier, rose quickly because of his extraordinary abilities. His physical condition was perfect, but his main outstanding feature was his calmness. He could think logically and make critical decisions even in the most stressful moments. That's why he was chosen for the Special Forces. His first year of duty in Afghanistan was like a school for Liam. His team leader, Sergeant Marcus Rodriguez, taught him not only war techniques, but also leadership and sense of responsibility. Marcus loved Liam like a son. Real power, Marcus would say, is not in weapons, but in being able to make the right decision at the right time. There were 5 more people in Liam's team. Tommy Young Morrison was only 19 years old and constantly worried about his family. David Book, Williams always read a book before operations. James Joker, Parker managed to make jokes even in the most dangerous moments. Michael Silent, Chin hardly ever spoke, but was the best sniper. And finally, Roberto Strong Valdez was the most physical one in the group. In his second year of duty, Liam was already an experienced soldier. He had carried out countless successful operations with his team. The children in the villages knew them and welcomed them with joy. Liam was especially fond of children. He always carried candy or small toys in his pocket. That terrible night happened in a village north of Kandahar. According to intelligence reports, there were terrorists mixed among the civilians in the village. Their mission was to neutralize the terrorists while protecting the civilians. But the information was wrong. The village was full of terrorists who had taken civilians hostage. When the operation started, everything was going well. Liam and his team had surrounded the village and were approaching the terrorists under Marcus's command. However, in an old building in the center of the village, 12 civilians, including women and children, were being held hostage. "We're going in," Marcus had said. "Liam, you guard the perimeter. Come when we call you." Liam was waiting outside the village. He could hear his teammates' voices on the radio. Everything was going as planned. Until that sound came. Boom! The explosion was so powerful that Liam was thrown back several meters. When he saw the flames rising from the building, his heart almost stopped. There was only static on the radio. No sound was coming. "Marcus! Tommy! Answer me!" Liam shouted, but there was only silence. Liam ran toward the building. He found the bodies of his teammates among the debris. He heard Marcus whisper with his last breath, "Save the civilians." Then he closed his eyes and never opened them again. Liam, with tears in his eyes, pulled the civilians out from among the debris. He saved all 12 people, but only he remained from his team. He never forgot that night. He had lost 6 friends. After that incident, Liam couldn't continue his military life. He received psychological support, but the nightmares he experienced at night didn't stop, and during the day he heard Marcus's last words. A year later, he was discharged and returned to America. When he returned to America, Liam was a changed man. His family lived in Chicago, but he was running away from the noise and crowds of big cities. His sister Sarah was now a university student and had been able to get a good education thanks to Liam's sacrifice. "Stay here," his mother had said. "Be with your family. Forget the past." But Liam couldn't forget, because the past was following him. Every night he heard Marcus's voice. He remembered Tommy's laughter. He wanted to be in a quiet place, to live only with people who should be there. One day, while looking through the newspaper, He saw an ad for a repair shop for sale in Brindle Creek, a small town, population 5,000, quiet and peaceful. It was exactly what he was looking for. "Why are you going there?" Sarah had asked. "Let's stay here, be together." Liam had held his sister's hand. "I need silence," he had said. "But you can always find me." When he came to Brindle Creek, the townspeople looked at him with suspicion. Strangers weren't welcomed here. Trust had to be earned first. His first customer was old Mary Henderson. The woman's old pickup wasn't working anymore. "For mechanics looked at it," Mary had said. "They all said this car is finished." "What do you say?" Liam repaired the car in 2 days. When Mary told this to the townspeople, others started coming too. Liam wasn't just a good mechanic. He was honest, reliable, and never charged too much. 6 months later, the townspeople had gotten used to him, especially the children. Children would come to his repair shop after school and watch him. Liam loved talking to them. The children's innocence seemed to calm the nightmares he experienced. Emma Rodriguez was one of them. She reminded Liam of Marcus. The same determination, the same curious eyes. Emma's father Joe was the town's electrician. Her mother Maria was a teacher at the elementary school. "Emma loves you very much," Maria had said one day. "She talks about you constantly." Emma knew that Liam was special. She felt that he wasn't like other adults, that he had a different past. But she didn't ask questions. She was just happy to be with him. Brindle Creek had been a quiet town for years. The biggest problem was sometimes young people driving cars too fast. Sheriff Bob Williams was the uncle of David Book Williams. Liam had never revealed his identity to Bob, but Bob could understand that he was a former soldier. "We'll talk someday," Bob would say. "Don't rush. Everyone has their own time." But in the last 3 months, strangers had started coming to town. In groups of 3 or 4, they would enter the town with expensive cars, stop at the gas station on the main road, and talk to children. At first, nobody cared. They thought they were tourists. But Liam noticed something strange in their behavior. They were giving gifts to children, having private conversations with them. One day, while Emma was talking to Liam at the repair shop, she had said, "Strangers came to us today. They brought very nice gifts. They told us about fun places in the city." Liam's heart had sunk. "Emma, you shouldn't talk to strangers. If they come again, tell your parents immediately." "Why?" Emma had said. "They were very kind." "Because some people are not what they seem," Liam had said. "And you are very precious." But these warnings weren't enough. Last week, 3 children had disappeared from the town. The first was 11-year-old Jake Thompson. His family thought Jake had gone to the city with his friends. But Jake hadn't told any of his friends anything. The second was 12-year-old Ashley Moore. Ashley had told her mother she was going to a friend's birthday party. But that friend's birthday wasn't that day. The third was 10-year-old Ben Carter. Same last name as Liam, but they weren't relatives. Ben had left home with his bicycle and never returned. Sheriff Bob had asked for help from the FBI. But there were so many missing children cases in big cities that priority wasn't given to small-town children. "Maybe they went somewhere among themselves," the FBI agent had said. "They usually come back after a few days." But Liam knew that these children hadn't gone willingly. The strangers had kidnapped them. The night Emma disappeared, Liam was working at the repair shop until late hours. Around 11 p.m., Maria Rodriguez came to his repair shop in panic. "Liam, Emma is missing. I can't find her," Maria was shouting. Liam immediately washed his hands and went to the Rodriguez house with Maria. Joe was searching everywhere in the town. Sheriff Bob had also come and started an investigation. "Where was Emma last seen?" Liam asked. "She was coming home with Amy after school," Maria said. "But someone saw her walking toward the main road instead of entering the house." Liam went to the main road. He found Emma's school bag on the ground. The bag had been thrown behind the gas station. Inside the bag were Emma's notebooks and pencils. But something was missing, Emma's little teddy bear that she always carried with her. Liam talked to Tom Johnson, the owner of the gas station. Tom said 3 strangers had come that afternoon. They had come with a black SUV and bought gas. But he had noticed there was a little girl in their car. She was crying, Tom said. But the men said, "She's sick, we're taking her home." I believed them. Liam now knew for certain. Emma had been kidnapped. That night, Liam went to his repair shop. He opened the metal cabinet he hadn't opened for a long time. Inside were his old military items. His uniform, boots, pistol, rifle with scope, radio, map, and the military knife Marcus had given him as a gift. When Liam held the items, the past mixed with the present. He felt like he could hear the voices of his friends from that night in Afghanistan. But this time it was different. This time there was someone to save. "Marcus," Liam whispered. "This time I'll succeed." Liam investigated using his military training. He followed the tire tracks of the black SUV. The tracks went out of town toward the forest area. After about 15 kilometers, they turned from the main road onto a path. During the pursuit, Liam was being careful. He left his car far away and proceeded on foot to avoid alerting the enemy. Thanks to his military training, he could move silently and track the enemy without being noticed. The path led to an old lumber mill. The mill hadn't been used for 20 years and was abandoned. But Liam could see fresh cars around the building. For SUVs, a pickup truck, and a motorcycle. Liam climbed to a high position to observe the building. Thanks to his rifle scope, he began to observe inside the building. The children were being held in one of the rooms on the ground floor of the building. He also saw Emma. She was alive, but scared. There were 6 men in the building. They were all armed and constantly on guard. Liam could understand that they were professionals. These weren't ordinary criminals. He was facing an organized gang. Liam reported the situation to Sheriff Bob, but Bob wanted to wait for support from the FBI. "Liam, this isn't our job," Bob said. "Let the FBI come and do a professional operation." "Bob, these children don't have time," Liam said. "By the time the FBI arrives, they might take them somewhere else." "You never told me who you were," Bob said. "But now it's time to tell." Liam told Bob about his past. His special forces background, what he experienced in Afghanistan, losing his teammates. Everything. "Trust me, Bob," Liam said. "I can do this job. But I need to do it alone." Bob thought for a long time. "Okay, but wait until the FBI arrives. They'll come tomorrow." But Liam knew that tomorrow might be too late. Liam decided to operate that night. He would be alone, but he had no other choice. The children's lives were in danger. At 2 a.m. that night, Liam approached the building. Thanks to his military training, he could enter the building without the guards noticing. The first guard was at the back door of the building. Liam quietly approached and knocked him unconscious. The second guard was at the side of the building. Liam approached him without being noticed too, but this time the guard saw Liam. "Hey, who's that?" the guard shouted. Liam moved quickly. The guard tried to draw his weapon, but Liam was faster. He neutralized the guard, but this time it wasn't silent. Sounds came from inside the building. The other gang members had realized something was wrong. "Jake, where are you?" someone shouted. "Someone's outside." "Check it out," another voice ordered. Liam knew he wouldn't stay hidden anymore. But the children were almost rescued. He had to enter the building. Liam entered through the front door. 3 gang members met him. But thanks to the combat techniques Liam learned in Afghanistan, he neutralized all 3. The last gang member remaining in the building was hiding in the room where the children were. When Liam approached there, he saw that the man had taken one of the children hostage. It was Emma. "Back off," the man shouted. "Or I'll kill the girl." Liam raised his hands. "Okay, calm down. I won't hurt anyone." "Drop your weapon," the man ordered. Liam slowly put his weapon on the ground. But at the same time, he was looking for something to distract the man. "Why are you doing this?" Liam asked. "These children are innocent." "For money," the man said. "Rich men in the city want these children." Liam was distracting the man by talking to him. At the same time, he was winking at Emma. Emma understood what Liam wanted to do. "Emma, now," Liam shouted. Emma quickly freed herself from the man's arm. Liam moved at that moment. He got the man's weapon and neutralized him. When he rescued the children, they were all crying, but they knew they were safe. "Brother Liam," Emma shouted. "You saved us." "You're all safe," Liam said. "Now you're going home." When Liam brought the children to town, all the townspeople were up. Families were experiencing the joy of reuniting with their children. When Maria Rodriguez hugged Emma, her tears wouldn't stop. "Thank you, Liam," Maria said. "You are a hero." "No," Liam said. "I just did what was right." FBI agents arrived the next morning. When they learned Liam's identity, they were amazed. A medal-winning war veteran had single-handedly defeated gang members. "Why didn't you inform us?" the FBI agent asked. "Because the children didn't have time," Liam said. "We didn't have the luxury of waiting." The FBI agent congratulated Liam. "You did a perfect operation. You have a job at the FBI if you want." "Thank you," Liam said. "But my place is here. Brindle Creek is my home." Liam's story spread throughout the town. Now everyone knew his past. But this situation made him even more respectable. He was known as the hero who saved the children. The town council made Liam an honorary deputy sheriff. He was asked to give security lessons at schools. Children became even more attached to him. Emma still came to his repair shop every day, but now not just to chat, but also to help others. "Brother Liam," Emma had said one day, "I want to be like you when I grow up." "How?" Liam had asked. "Someone who helps people. Someone who protects the weak." Liam had held Emma's hand. "You already are, Emma, because you have a good heart." Sarah came from Chicago to visit Liam. She was very happy to see her brother's change. "You're not like you used to be," Sarah said. "You're more peaceful." "Because I found my purpose," Liam said. "This is my place. These people are my family." Liam no longer had nightmares at night. He still heard Marcus's voice, but this time it wasn't angry. With a proud tone, "Well done, son. You succeeded." Months passed. Brindle Creek was now a safer town than before. Liam was seen not only as a mechanic, but also as the town's protector. When summer came, the town organized a festival. They called it the Brindle Creek Security Festival. There were security activities for children and entertainment programs for families. Liam gave a speech at the festival. He explained security rules to the children, but most importantly, he told them to look after each other. "Remember," Liam said, "real power is not in protecting ourselves, but in protecting others. Our strength is in our love for each other." During the festival, Liam had a surprise visitor. One of the families of his former teammates had come to thank him. Mrs. Morrison, Tommy Morrison's mother. "Liam," the old woman said, "Tommy was constantly talking about you. He loved you very much. And I know you loved him very much too." Liam started crying. "I couldn't save them." "No," Mrs. Morrison said. "You did save them, because you keep their memory alive. By helping others, their spirit lives with you." That night, Liam was sitting alone in his repair shop. He was thinking. He understood that the tragedy he experienced in Afghanistan gave him a purpose. If he hadn't lost his friends, maybe he wouldn't have come to Brindle Creek. He couldn't have saved Emma. Sometimes bad things could be necessary on the path to good things. Years passed. Liam was now 45 years old. He was a person loved and respected by everyone in Brindle Creek. His repair shop wasn't just a place where cars were repaired, but also a center where townspeople came to solve their problems. Emma was now 20 years old and going to university. She was studying criminology and wanted to become an FBI agent. Liam had played a big role in her decision-making process. "Brother Liam," Emma had said, "you showed me how important it is to protect people." Liam was very proud. Emma's success was the greatest reward for him. One day, a new family moved to town. The father was a former soldier who had fought in Iraq. But just like Liam years ago, he couldn't make peace with his past and had distanced himself from his family. He had come to Brindle Creek with his wife Jennifer and 8-year-old son Danny. The man was named Mark Thompson. When Liam first saw him, he recognized himself. The same empty look, the same weight on his shoulders, the same desire to escape from the past. Liam approached Mark. "Hello, I'm Liam Carter. I work as a mechanic here." Mark shook his hand with a cold expression. "Mark Thompson. We just moved." "Were you in Iraq?" Liam asked. Mark looked at him in surprise. "How did you know?" "Because I was in Afghanistan too. And I recognized the expression in your eyes." That day, Liam talked to Mark for a long time. Mark had lost his friends in Iraq. Just like Liam, he blamed himself. He couldn't communicate with his family. How do you cope? Mark asked. By helping others, Liam said. We can't change our past, but we can affect the future. Liam started guiding Mark. He introduced him to the townspeople, found small jobs for him. Most importantly, he helped him spend time with Danny. Danny was very affected by his father's distance. But with Liam's help, Mark learned to be a father to his son again. Liam, Mark said one day, "You saved my life. I don't know how to thank you." "You don't need to thank me," Liam said. "Just be a good father to your son. That's enough." Liam was now 50 years old. His garage had become one of the most important places in the town. Not only cars, but also lives were repaired there. Emma had graduated as an FBI agent and started her first job. In a letter he wrote to her, Liam said, "Dear Emma, now you are a protector. But remember, real strength is not in violence, but in compassion. While protecting people, protect your own heart too." Emma always carried the letter with her. She used the values Liam taught her as a guide in her job. Danny Thompson was now 15 years old and loved Liam very much. After school, he spent time at the garage and learned life lessons from Liam. "Brother Liam," Danny said one day, "when I grow up, I want to be like you." "How?" Liam asked. "Someone who helps people. Someone who gives hope." Liam held Danny's hand. "Then focus on being a good person. The rest will come naturally." One day, a new threat came to town. Drug dealers were trying to settle around the town. When Liam noticed this, he immediately talked to Sheriff Bob. Again, Bob asked. "Yes," Liam said, "but this time we're ready." Liam gave safety training to the townspeople, children, parents, everyone. The town united. When the drug dealers faced resistance, they moved elsewhere. "Did you see?" Liam said at the town meeting. "When we're together, nothing can beat us." Liam had become a legend in town. His story was told to give courage to children. But Liam preferred to stay humble. One day, an 18-year-old boy came to his garage. His name was Alex Martinez. His family had moved from Madrid. Alex had difficulty speaking English, but he was talented in car repair. "Señor Liam," Alex said. "Yo quiero. I want to learn." Liam took Alex as his apprentice. He taught him not only car repair, but also English. Most importantly, he taught him to believe in himself. "Alex," Liam said, "language is not important. Heart is important. You have a good heart." Alex was very hardworking. He wrote down everything Liam said and worked day and night. 2 years later, he became one of the best mechanics in town. "Liam," Alex said one day, "you are my maestro, teacher. I don't know how to thank you." "You don't need to thank me," Liam said. "Just teach others what you learned." Knowledge becomes valuable when shared. Alex listened to Liam's advice. He started teaching car repair to other young people in town. He continued Liam's tradition. When Liam turned 55, he started to have heart problems. The doctor told him he should work less. But Liam didn't want to leave his garage. "This garage is not just a workplace," he told the doctor. "It's my purpose in life." When Alex learned about Liam's condition, he worked harder to lighten his load. Now, Alex was doing most of the work at the garage. Emma left her job at the FBI and returned to Brindle Creek. When she learned Liam was sick, she wanted to be with him. "Emma," Liam said, "you were very successful at the FBI. Why did you come back?" "Because you taught me that my real duty is here," Emma said. "I want to be the new sheriff of the town." Liam was very proud. Emma became the new sheriff after Sheriff Bob retired. She used the values Liam had taught her in her work. Liam's health was getting worse, but he continued helping people with his last strength. The garage was now managed by Alex, but Liam still came there and talked to children. One day, a little girl came to the garage. Her name was Sophia, and she was 7 years old. Her family had just moved to the town. "Are you Brother Liam?" Sophia asked. "Yes," Liam said. "Who are you?" "I'm Sophia. Everyone talks about you. Are you the man who saves children?" Liam smiled. "I'm just someone who does the right thing." Sophia started coming to the garage every day. Liam told her stories and gave her life lessons. Just like Emma, Sophia loved Liam very much. Brother Liam, Sophia said one day, "When I grow up, I want to be like you." "How?" Liam asked. "Someone who helps people. Someone who gives hope." Liam held Sophia's hand. "Then focus on being a good person. The rest will come naturally." Liam Carter passed away quietly at the age of 57. He had a heart attack while he was with Alex. His last words were, "Alex, take good care of our garage. And remember, not only cars are repaired here, but lives too." Everyone in town came to Liam's funeral. Emma, Alex, Danny, Sophia, Mark, Mrs. Morrison, and hundreds of people. There were tears in everyone's eyes, but also proud smiles. Emma said these words in her funeral speech: "Liam Carter was our hero." But his real greatness was that he didn't see himself as a hero. He was just a man who did the right thing. And he taught us that real heroism is not wearing a cape, but touching other people's lives. Alex changed the name of the garage to Liam Carter Memorial Garage. He wrote this on the door: "Here, not only cars are repaired, but lives too." Liam Carter, Sophia, became a police officer when she grew up. With Emma's help, she kept the town safe. Danny became a teacher and taught children Liam's values. Every year, on the anniversary of Liam's death, the town holds a memorial. His story is told to children and his values are taught. And so, Liam Carter's legacy continues to live for generations. If this story touched you, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We'd love to hear what inspired you the most. And where in the world are you watching from? Let us know below.